Thanks for tuning into the Carrie Handle podcast. Here's your host, Bryce and Kevin.
Welcome back to the Carrie Handle podcast. My name is Bryce, and with me, as always, is Kevin, who is unmuted. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Well, I was enjoying this delicious Reese's stick.
What?
Reese's stick.
You were just gonna fucking... What was that the joke?
No, it wasn't.
All right, I'll do the friends of the channel. You've disappointed me. He said he had a joke, and he didn't even...
Well, you'll have to.
I
have to wait the time it right.
All right, fine.
We want to take this time to thank friends of the channel who provided us 10% discount codes for our listeners. That's you, and we don't get kickbacks. First is Hammy 3D Prints. Thousands of products for firearm storage and other fun stuff, too. Code CarryHandle10. Eastern Shore Sling Company. Handmade rifle slings and custom sewing. Dog leashes, too. Code CarryHandle. 19 Charlie Tactical. Gunsmithing, Kydex holsters, thousands of drop-ship gun parts, accessories, tools, firearms. Code TheCarryHandle10. And lastly, I want to thank myself for all the scheduling and all the shenanigans I deal with daily. Thank you, Hannah.
Yes, thank you, Hannah. Indeed. Kevin, did you have a joke? Is there something funny?
I did have a joke. So the last time we saw this comet in the sky was back in 1986. Lucky for us, it's not really a comet this time. It's a real person. Haley, welcome to the show.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. That... all right, fine.
All right, fine. That's it. That's all I get.
I hate you. That was so stupid.
It was funny.
I was expecting something more, sir. Feel bad about that.
I don't feel bad about it. In fact, I feel great about it. Haha.
All right, fine. All right, so for the people that do not know you, give us a quick elevator intro, if you will, sir.
Oh man. Well, nowadays, my name is Strategichaley online. Very, very silly. I'm not strategic all the time, but I make a really silly, retarded videos on the Instagram just for laughs, and I pretty much keep myself laughing. I make them to keep myself sane. I start my first introduction into the gun industry and social media and even using Instagram was working for TTI. I worked for TTI for 2 years, 1 6-month period, and then a 2-year gap, and then again for a year and a half. And then I moved back across the country and I live in North Carolina now. So now I shoot FRTs in the woods and get to do a bunch of cool shit that I was never able to do in California, even though we had permits there. But the coolest thing we had is high cap mags, maybe a Genesis shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was sick.
I always wondered how anytime I saw people on Taryn's ranch, they always had unlimited guns and ARs and
well,
normal looking guns.
Yeah, man, and also machine guns and stuff too. So he works with Gary Tours, who's the most legendary prop master in all of Hollywood. He's legit. He's a 3rd generation guy. Lives in Simi Valley as well, and he got a lot of cool jobs. One of them being the movie you know him for, and the Wick series, and and he does a whole bunch of other stuff, but he has permits for machine guns and suppressors. So anytime you see a machine gun or suppressor, Gary Tours is there, or somebody who has that permit. But Taryn's got high cap mag permits and I don't know what else, just whatever he needs for an SBR permit.
Why do you?
What a bummer.
Since we're talking about movies and stuff, I imagine was it Almighty Bruce? Remember when he pulls out the filing cabinet?
Yeah.
That's what I imagine what the permit cabinet looks like.
That's what my brain looks like.
It just gets woo indefinitely.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
No, it's sick, and now they get to mess with everything in the world that you can't have in California. And then in California, there's a cool way to get any kind of gun you want. Even if it's a 2011, there's still a way to get it. Which is pretty cool.
Right.
So yeah.
But can they mow their grass?
No. Yeah, not with the good old gasoline. I can't. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I get to see like the last good moments of California, man. Like my hometown of Burbank is unrecognizable, you know.
It's
But
sad.
yeah, whatever.
Well, so you had only been at TTI for 2 years. Were you in the firearms industry before that, or was that really
No,
your first foray?
that was 100% my first everything. I like to shoot guns for fun. I worked at a shooting range right out of high school called Angeles Shooting Range. It was like a big outdoor range, and I ran a reloading store there for a minute, and I was like, just like a safety RSO, and that's like where I learned kind of about guns and shooting, but I never even knew about competition until I met Taryn in 2019. You know, like if I knew about competition when I was like a teenager, I would have started shooting immediately because I loved guns forever. But my dad was a writer, he's like a screenwriter. So he took me to the range one time when I was 12 years old to shoot a Smith and Wesson Model 19 357, and we shot 38s out of it. We shot a bag of the ammo and then left. And then at my local indoor range at Burbank, I convinced my mom at 12 to like get a membership. And so I taught both of us how to shoot simultaneously. So like
Nice.
we rented every single gun in the house, and I knew about them because I'd read about it. And yeah, but my personal work background was right out of high school at 18, I started working in TV, and I did that for like 10 years until I started working at TTI. And I did reality TV shows. I did like Mythbuster kind of stuff, ghost stuff, auction hunting shows, um, weather shows, all sorts of silly shit. But yeah, it was very fun, you know.
You lost
Yeah.
my excitement at weather shows.
Weather, yeah, we did a show called Weather Science, so it was like a rip off of Mythbusters for the Weather Channel. And it was
That
fun,
sounds
dude. Like,
awesome.
dude, we did like a test where it's like how does your tongue get stuck on an icicle, and like I'd have to recreate that. So like I got a bunch of cow tongues and different ways to do ice, dude, and it was sick. And we were sticking, and one of the actors eventually like signed a waiver and stuck his own tongue to the ice thing that we had, but
No
That's
shit.
sick.
it was funny. And then I built
Did
like
it
a thing of
work?
like how to do like thin ice, and so like I had like a custom ice guy in Hollywood. He made me these icicles that were like 5 feet long and a foot thick, and I dropped them through windshields off of a crane with an arrow trigger to release it off a paracord. And so
Holy shit.
I would engineer how to do anything, and that was like my, that's how I'm like I can, one, like kind of MacGyver my way out of anything, and then two, do it for no money. So like
That's
it
cool.
paid off in all aspects of life, you know.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so the production in your Instagram, I mean, the way how you've gotten the first person, which I think is what you're really
Thank
most
you.
famous for currently. I mean, that I know
I
of,
think so.
other
Oh
than being a
dude,
very base dude.
thank you.
But I
Yeah.
mean, like the first person, dude. I see everybody referencing you when they do their first person, and it looked like dog
Thank you.
shit before until you came along,
Now it looks like
man.
a video game. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's
it looks
cool is like
incredible.
I'll tell you how it started. I saw there's a guy on YouTube called Python, and he does airsoft
Okay.
content in the way that I did, that I now do it. And I saw it, and everyone in the industry gatekeeps. I hate gatekeeping. I've always hated it for some reason. Cause like personally, I believe life is very short, and there's a thing about sharing knowledge is very important to me. So like if I wasn't here tomorrow, I'd be very happy if I shared as much as I could until then. So, long story short, I saw this guy Python. And he does first person airsoft content. Like, I don't know what camera he uses, but he's aiming through the camera, and and he can maneuver around, and it looks perfect, like exactly like the animations in video games. One, before this, I was a fan of the movie Hardcore Henry. So like just because of
Oh
that, I
yeah.
wanted,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
Oh man,
I
I totally forgot about yeah.
bro, and I talked to the director of Hardcore Henry too, that's a whole nother story.
That's super cool.
But dude, it's so sick. I have a video clip of him like, like saying some cool shit for me. But um anyway,
That movie is so good.
dude, it's and nothing's he said he'll never ever do anything POV ever in his life, and he's like, good luck.
Well,
um
the only other people I
yeah.
saw that were even remotely close to you would be like the fuck, it's a California. He does all the LPVOs, not 9 hole, but
Yeah.
Cali Productions or SoCal or
Oh,
No,
something?
that's sick.
I haven't seen anyone aim through the camera, man. So like I mean, all right, so like when I'm trying, it's so hard to get sidetracked easy. So I saw this Python guy, he makes airsoft only content, he gatekeeps, he doesn't tell anybody ever how he does shit. And within the day I figured out how to do it. And then after that, I found out I think over a dozen ways to do first person aiming through a camera. I can do it through iPhone, GoPro, X5. I could do it through a full size camera. I did it off of hats. I did it off of like anything because you can use a thing called a diopter. It's like a small magnifying glass, and that'll get your eye super close to a screen. And so you can put that on the back of a GoPro or a phone or whatever the hell screen, and you can aim right through it through the camera. And then if you keep the lens in line with your eye, that's the secret to doing LPVOs and scopes, which is the hardest to do, and no one knows that. So that's the biggest secret given away immediately. Um, and yeah, so eventually I got a helmet from Glide Gear, and I got a 10 millimeter lens from Laowa, so I can do like it's really wide enough for rifles. For pistols and red dots, I use 35 millimeter. But yeah, dude, I figured out how to just aim through the camera and then shoot, and I'm a decent shooter, so, like, I started to make, like, crazy looking down the sights POV, not just doing it slow, but, like, trying to rip a little, and what's cool is, like, I like to give away all these, like, techniques and then see people try it, and then they make a video and send it to me, and they're like, "How the fuck do you do this?" And that's amusing in itself, man, but the reason I do this shit is, like, so we see better art in our world, and it inspires creativity because that's what it's all about, man. And right now you can see the gun industry goes through, at least in the few years I've been in it since 2019, it goes up and down as far as like people getting a little creative sometimes. And if I can inspire people to do something a little different and have a little fun, that's what the whole game's about for
That's
me.
awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry that took a while to say, but that's
That was
I think that
great.
No, it was a
W-
comprehensive answer.
What
I
is
appreciate.
what is the your most favorite gun in the POV?
Oh man, Sandviper, hands down. Just because it's like it shoots itself. It's got a SRO is my favorite dot, only dot I use. I like there's a Japanese dot that you can only get in Japan called Absolute Pro. That's like it's like a big, if not bigger than little bigger than a Holosun, but it's Japanese glass, and the dot is like crisper than anything in the world.
What's it called?
It's called an Absolute Pro by Novel Arms, and that if you can get one, USD to Japanese yen converts to where it's like a couple $100. It's probably under 250, but that dot is like, uh, it's I don't know, whatever. The other contenders are Holosun 507 Comp and a Vortex. You know what I mean? Where it's like a big square. But I like shit from Japan, so I'm like,
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
fair.
like Trijicon and then Japanese dots, I'm like, I'm all about that. But I don't give a shit, dude. I shoot cheap dots. I'll shoot anything, any
Yeah,
gun, any dot. But I'm autistic and in different ways, and guns is one of them. And
it's fair.
yeah, man. But yeah. So like shooting POV, like okay, like anything's really really fun. Like rifles are really fun. Anything with a I like the EOTech single dots. Um, they look really good on camera. And then just yeah, anything with SRO. So I'll shoot a Glock 34 with the SRO or a Sandviper. I've done iron sight POV. It's not hard, but it looks really nice. With 35 millimeter, you need at least that focal length to make the sights look good. I've shot
Okay.
50 millimeter and it
Okay.
looks
That's
extra good.
interesting.
So yeah. So like the wider the lens, the skinnier and thinner things look. So with like rifle scopes, you want to be between I think uh I think around like 28 to 35 millimeter. You can get away with really wide shit, but then the ring of your scope is thick.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So you learn things, you got to experiment with different focal lengths and stuff. And I'll tell you who's the best at rifle scope POV. He's the GOAT, is a superset CA,
Yeah, that's who it was.
hands
That's what
down.
I was trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. No. Mad respect to, and so,
Thank
and
you.
So he's in our industry and he does gatekeep, and I respect his gatekeeping because he deserves to keep the angle that he made first, and like that style. His style is beautiful. It's like
It's very clean.
it's my favorite. It's my favorite. That's
Yeah.
like who I look up to, dude. Like, yeah, dude, he's the shit.
Yeah, that's who I was trying
Yeah.
to think of earlier. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
My brain broke. I was like, I
Well, yeah.
swear. Because I think he did the dynamic pie videos too.
Those are some of my friends as
Oh,
well.
okay,
The
yeah.
Dynamic Pie and
So like, because they did,
yeah.
I think they did that with Iron Sights or something.
Did
Something
you see the
similar.
Ultimate High Point video?
Oh, I've seen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is my
yes.
favorite video on the internet.
Absolutely. That
Next to
is
like, yeah.
that is peak. That's one of those like challenge questions to see like, oh, you're a gun guy, and then with the orange glasses, what kind
Yeah.
of gun guy are you? It's like if you know about Dynamic Pie, we can be friends. It's okay.
I'm about to make a video with a high point, like a high point 10mm video, and I'm gonna show you like if you can shoot this, like you can shoot anything. It's like
You know what's
yeah,
interesting? I feel like there has been a decrease in quality with High Point recently. I mean, they're owned by a different company now, I guess.
Decrease. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, because I remember there a time where they worked really well, or they worked in spite of their owner in terms
Well,
of like
High
it's
Point
kind of
is
just a piece of
the
shit.
Nokia. Yeah, High Point is the Nokia of
Yeah, but now I feel
guns.
like I see a lot of dudes talking about the guns just not working, which kind of makes it less.
well,
Yeah,
they
but
talk
it's a
about
hi-
every
it's a
other
high
kind of
point.
gun not working too.
I mean, it's a high point. Like
Yeah,
if it
that's
if
fair.
it works, it's like wow, it works. If it doesn't work,
Well,
it's like
I'm
well, it's a
saying
high
that because I
point.
want one of those yeet cannons, but I actually want to
Get it.
shoot it.
No, honestly, get it and rip it because look, it's like it's under $200. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
a
John,
that's fair.
John Daly.
yeah, and then it has a single stage trigger, and like you can polish it probably, but already like it's a single stage trigger, and like if you can rip, like you can actually shoot one of those things pretty fast and freak people out, and you're like, yeah, it's just a high point. It's so it's kind of like a cool training tool, like
I saw Frank Proctor shoot one like an
exactly,
open gun.
exactly.
That was I want that gun so badly.
I
I thought that looked so good.
Yeah, with like the big aim point on it,
It
like
was
sitting like
yeah.
2
Oh
inches
my
up.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah. The absolute or the lower 1/3 mount. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, he
Yeah.
shot that like a fucking champ. I mean, that looked pretty good.
Oh, and Ben Steger shot it too, and it looked pretty
That's
legit.
right.
But
A very
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 young
not
one.
as popular Ben Steger, not as spicy. Actually, that's not true. On the forums, he was still pretty spicy.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
None of that changed. He just got a camera. That's the only thing that really changed.
Nice.
I remember there was even on Pistol Forum there was a little bit of drama around him, but just he seems to just be a strong personality.
Yeah, man. Those are my favorite people.
I know. It's people that really cause a ruckus sometimes are the most entertaining. But so how did you end up doing? Because you did like the media stuff for Terran. You were saying.
Yep. Yeah.
So
the
how
first
did you
6
get into that line from working
TV world?
on TV shows? Yeah.
Yeah, from TV world.
I was so one of the Dynamic Pie guys is a guy named Brett Cyrus. He's in some of the videos. He's got like a beard, like a real light beard. Anyway, Brett was a mutual friend of Taryn and I, and he was James Cameron's camera assistant. So Taryn loves James Cameron, and so he recommended me to Taryn and gave Taryn my number. And I was just a TV producer. Like I don't think I was working at the time where I was in between the show. I don't remember, but I remember getting a voicemail from him. He's like, "Hey, this is Taryn Butler. You can look me up on whatever." And this is actually the first time I really heard of him too. Like I didn't know about Taryn. I didn't know anything about gun industry stuff. This is in 2019. Yeah, and eventually I went to go meet him, and like I was like at the time I felt like I was the only person in Hollywood that like knew movie shit and then gun stuff in the levels that I did. Like cuz like I was the person who went on to edit all like the John Wick 3 training footage, which like and then two without permission I'm the one who posted all the John Wick um videos, like if it's like him just shooting an MPX or Halle Berry, like I mean, yeah, because like at the beginning, Taryn was like, he didn't give me any parameters or rules. I just started uploading shit to YouTube, and now those things have like hundreds of millions of views. And that was
Well, people
I
that don't
yeah
know guns watch those videos. I mean,
yeah
like it's the great. I guess it's a massive. It's like the Garth Brooks of the shooting world. It brought a lot of people together that wouldn't have otherwise listened.
that was the best because like they didn't have that editing for the John Wick 2 training videos. But they had me for the John Wick 3 training videos, and then for John Wick 4, we could not show any training videos. So it was really the only and last time that we could ever like edit together all this like giant bunch of
Wow.
footage. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, and I still see that stuff to this day, like 7 years later.
Yeah,
I see
absolutely. I
like the
mean,
shit that I edited. I'm like, "Holy fuck." It's cool.
well, so what
Nice.
changed? Was it just like they didn't like that for John Wick 4? They just didn't want to
No,
keep doing
there was
that?
a no, direct request from the studio. Said absolutely no
Oh, wow.
posting footage.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, Taryn's gone back and forth with Lionsgate like a couple times, but he's good friends with, the right people and stays on good terms and
Yeah,
stuff.
no. I wouldn't question that. It's just
Oh
it's
yeah.
a bit of a bummer. It was cool for a
Oh,
little
tell me
while.
about it.
You that's what would like build up excitement for who was gonna be like what people were doing
It
in the
was
movie. It was
sick.
like it's not real until I see Keanu doing some shooting with Taryn.
He always wanted to push it
Yeah.
to like another level and stuff, and so like he actually, dude, and what's crazy is like sorry, so like Taryn does all this shit for free for the studios, and
Wow.
he would yeah, no, like, they don't pay for any of this training, and that's, like, one of the biggest deals, and then on top of that, Taron would, like he'd be, like, the matchmaker. He'd be, like he'd get out, like, these military dudes would come out. He would know when Keanu's training sometimes, and then he'd get out, like, robot targets. So it's like you have, like, $1,000,000 worth of equipment and dudes that traveled across the country, to help you train with, like, shit that you would never get to do, and you're in California from, like, 35 minutes from LA. And like shooting at
That's
like
cool.
robot targets that run around and like pop up and down and
It's very
like
Hollywood.
oh dude, it was like yeah, you're like it's like the like NSA training center, in the middle of
Yeah.
Simi Valley, so it's like that alone, that was some cool stuff. It was very interesting to see. But anyway, but for John Wick 4, man, he's a little older. It's not the same. But Lionsgate from the beginning just put a hold on. They're like, nope, no training footage this time. Because too back in the John Wick 3 era, like in 2019, there was a controversy because he invited like on one of these matchmaking situations. Uh, Keanu Reeves hit Taron up one day, and he's like, "Hey, I'm riding my motorcycle through Simi Valley. Like, I'm gonna come through." And Sean Ryan was there, and Sean Ryan was there a day before showing CQB stuff, and he goes like, "Hey, dude, can you show Keanu Reeves that shit that you showed us yesterday, right?" And because he was teaching this girl for Call of Duty, and
Mm,
yeah, and with Celia Johnson,
yeah.
yeah, and then long story short, he shows him, they film all that kind of stuff, and Sean Ryan posts the training footage 1 month before he was allowed to, and then so Lionsgate got all down his back. It made like international news where it says like Navy SEAL trains John Wick, and then it kind of like it took the
Didn't
spotlight
hear
away
about
from
that.
Taron. Bro, this is a huge deal. It made like Daily Mail and tabloid
Whoa.
newspapers.
Jesus.
Yeah, man, and it was just because it's catchy to say like Navy SEAL trains John Wick, but it kind of took away the spotlight for Taron. Then Taron's like bummed out because he's like fuck, he's like I brought you there, and like now you're saying you trained him, like that's me, and
No.
yeah.
Oh,
So then
okay. I
so
see.
then they got
Okay.
into a fight, yeah,
Damn.
and we made a bunch of memes about Sean Ryan, and we honestly, I think we memed him out of the gun industry and like forced him to like start his podcast because at the time Sean Ryan was building this
Wow.
big like gun range, and he like stopped that operation and like segued to starting his podcast. So
Well,
I don't know if like we're
Interesting.
responsible for that, but it feels like it based on like living through that time.
it felt like the end of like Sean Ryan on that part of his career, like a
Yes.
YouTube career, kind of reminds me of GBRS now, where it's like we did a thing, and then like their stuff starts to make less and less sense, and then it's like, all
Yeah.
right, so you should probably maybe not talk anymore, because it kind of sounds like you don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, if he waited one more month to post his footage, that one, Taryn and him still be friends, and then two, Sean Ryan would probably be a gun tuber. I don't know
What
if
a
he still has a
crazy, and
podcast.
then
Yeah, crazy
Demolition Ranch
timeline.
would have never
Yeah,
left
but
though.
then I wouldn't get to listen to all the crazy people he has on.
Yeah.
He does have a banging podcast. I mean, he
Bro,
gets some fucking stories on there. That is true.
Every like, I feel like every fourth or fifth guest is like a really cool one, and then there's like 5 just fucking out to lunch people. They're just like, what are they talking about?
dude, the CIA is good at booking people, man.
Yeah, they're just like trying to pad the books to try to like make it so that it doesn't make any sense. You're like, all right, one of these guys is for real, and the other one, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just a little too batshit. All right, so what did you take from working at TTI to carry on to what your channel is now in terms
Oh
of
man,
content creation? Is it
I
just
learned how to.
unfiltered?
No, man. So all right. So like, this is actually a really funny story because like again, like I didn't actually use Instagram. Like at in August of 2024, I had 150 followers, and now I have over 50,000. And that the growth is like just
Wow.
fucking crazy. And two, doing nothing, like still being like remaining unemployed the entire time since I've lived in North Carolina, which is like almost a couple years. Like I work little random jobs, but
Well,
no like big thing.
this is par for the course for North Carolina.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a totally different world, man. Not a huge need for production out here, you know. But it's cool. What's it called? So like I again like I didn't know Instagram, like this was my first social media job ever, but um one, like when he gave me full reins, like I learned the pulse of the community and like what people liked. Right off the bat, I could get in touch with people. I knew what they liked, what they didn't like. And then what happened is like, so like over time, like Taryn became like totally obsessed with social media. And so like, it was like the end of the world if it didn't go right. You know what I mean? So like, my job success would be determined on if something did good or not. So then I became obsessed with it, right? So like I had to be perfect. I had to do everything right. I had to like, you know what I mean? Like I got obsessive over social media. And then eventually like the second time I worked for him, it was even crazier. And I'd get like criticism, where after he had like a couple years without me and he had girls in his ear and he'd be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're doing," and like, "You suck." And he would like, be real different, right? And then so I was like, "Ah, fuck this. I'm gonna prove him wrong, and like I'm gonna be the best at social media, and I'm gonna learn all the rules, and I'm gonna learn how to game it." And I did. And every single thing I touched, like even when I was there, like did the best, performed the best. I figured out ways how to score things, how to analyze data in different ways. I bought a huge book on social media. I read everything I could. I listened to all the people that were the best at it. I looked at everyone in the industry. It's like I just I dove into it head first. And then now, how that affects me, what I do today, I try more and more, especially the more I keep blowing up, and I have things that go viral a lot. I try to not care anymore because now there's so many notifications and stuff that it's noise now, which is weird. And
Yeah.
it's a very different feeling than when you start getting like, I remember when like 1,000 or like 3,000 views, that was a lot. You know what I mean? And like now I get stuff in like in the millions or like in definitely hundreds of thousands, definitely easily tens of thousands within very fast. And it's just weird because it's like numbers just like don't mean anything after a very fast point. At once you start getting in the tens of thousands, nothing means anything anymore. And it's a weird feeling. But so now it's so hard it's hard to answer this question, but like I learned how to game it and I try to not be obsessed with it for my personal thing. And like, I try to remember why I started doing this in the beginning, which is to entertain myself. And if I stick to that, if I just keep following my heart and like make shit that makes me laugh, like where I truly don't care about what anyone thinks, and I just make something that makes me laugh and I just put it out there in the world. Like I feel like that is the, correct way to go about the game of social media. Cause like, I mean, dude, it's with all that knowledge and experience, it's like I gained like social media addiction and like doom scrolling and like bad behavior, to where you become obsessed with it and you lose yourself. So it's like, you know, yeah, I definitely learned like the a balance of like how to be on social media, how to, what to do and what not to do. I hope that answered it.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I
absolutely.
don't know.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's always been something I've struggled with while I
Yeah.
try to grow our presence online, because Kevin can't really he can't really be online like I can be, because he works in the medical field. He has a big boy job. I
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
I don't do that kind of, so
I
I
mean,
have a
I mean,
little bit more
I guess I could
flexibility.
do like, hold that thought, sir. I have to post this. Stop,
Yeah,
stop
exactly.
coughing. Will you
So
just stop
I
coughing? Thank you.
the one thing I've run into is trying to be too like, now we're only like at time of recording 1,500 followers, which even the
Wow,
jump from just 1,000
that's really good. I didn't know
from like a
that.
few yeah,
That's
so from
cool.
like a few hundred, like the numbers changed even just in there. Like my dashboard also changed, which was kind of funny. But like I miss stuff a lot more now because there's more activity. And so I can only fucking imagine what that is like. Now, granted,
Is it?
I turned my notifications off for the app because it was drawing my focus outside of, like, I try to keep it very specific. Like, I have to make the conscious decision to open the app to get the notifications, because otherwise my stupid brain would be looking at it all the
Yeah.
fucking time.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it?
man.
Is it freeing to get to a point where you just like you don't care? Like
Yes.
mentally, you're just like
But at the same
whatever.
time, no, dude. Like, okay, like today, this is horrible, and this is the effects of social media right here. So, like, I'd made a couple of these like John Kirikou parody videos. Both of them do very, very well, right? The most recent one got over 500,000, just gangbusters. Waited a couple days for the algorithm reset, and like I had like a post I made where it's like a conspiracy video and it's just like to music and it's silly and it's like I edited it more for like exercise in the morning and like and then I like and it made me like laugh in a moment and I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny, or maybe it'll turn people on to these ideas. And I put it out there and then I second guess myself all morning long and I'm like, is this gay? Does this suck? Is this stupid? You know what I mean? And I have that voice in my head forever, dude. And then I even like I'm like I should and like I start getting depressed. You know what I mean? It's like weird, dude. Like this, it's like how you can't let it affect you like that. Like you got to treat it like, one, Instagram's a casino. Two, you're throwing spaghetti at a wall and just hoping something sticks and not caring once it does. And you just double down on all the sticky stuff. But um
That's what she
well,
said.
yeah. But, dude, like, so then I wanted to, like, delete it this morning, and I was all, like, getting depressed. I was in my head. I was like, I'm like, "Am I just posting shit?" I'm like, "I should have posted a really good thing after that big crazy thing," you know? And then all of a sudden, I just my wife, like, comforted me, and she's like, "No, it's great. Like, just stop. What are you doing? Why you care this much? Like, you're supposed to not care." And then, I stopped caring, and then all of a sudden it does crazy good. Does super crazy good, and I would never in a million years expect it to do good. And that's, you know, I think there's this old magician story where it's like you can't change your act for the audience. It's an important rule. It's like along the lines of like because you staying the way you are got you where you are. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. That's a really good point.
Yeah, if you stay true to yourself, stuff it'll come to you.
Oh, dude, and think of how many people on social media, like, they create this, like, fake ego version of themselves, like a digital version cartoon of themselves online. Like, they become this character, and I'm like, "Okay," I recognize these things, I'm never gonna become that. Like, it's like I never wanna shill, I don't wanna be all the things that I've not enjoyed to see. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, so okay, so talking about relationships with companies, how has doing what you do now affected your ability to interact with companies? Because it doesn't seem to
Like
be
what, like making
negatively
fun of Sig?
affecting. Well, well, yeah. So, but I mean, I see you
Or like what?
you tagged with brands and stuff all the time. I mean, it seems
Yeah,
like being true to yourself is working just fine. I
yeah,
mean, in
it's
terms of
they see well, like so, like, this is actually an interesting question. Um, when you start getting a lot of attention, most any brand will want that. You know, they will work with you, like, if they know that you're getting attention, even if you're you make silly, like, conspiracy videos like me, or I make, like, a very I have, like, very crazy music in some of my videos that are, that use explicit language, or
this is
I do
true.
like yeah, like crazy jokes and stuff. Yeah, but it's like it all comes from the heart. It never comes from a bad place. There's a very big difference, I think, and everybody can recognize that. Like as dumb as you think majority of people might be, they're actually like pretty intelligent, and there's a lot of like good and intelligent people, amongst all of us like retards. But um
That is an incredible amount of optimism. I don't
oh
think
yeah,
I've
man.
heard
No,
anywhere
dude,
else.
dude. All right, I'll tell
I
you
like
this.
that. I
After
like
this,
that
I,
optimism.
no, 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 no.
bro,
I'm not. That's not a negative. It's just not common.
I was not this optimistic until the Gun Bunny War, and after that, I had more support from every like, dude, gigantic companies in the industry. They're multi-million dollar companies. Reached out to me on their main accounts to say thank you for doing what you are doing, and we support you, and we want to let you know that we whatever like what you're doing. And like never in a million years would I've expected. I had world champions reach out to me. I had was it free even Justine Williams was like, she's like, I'm the world champion girl and I can't afford to shoot full time. And then, and that was crazy. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like I made all this shit for jokes. Like I didn't expect like, to actually start change, Like
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with
That
it.
was absolutely one of my
Oh,
favorite crusades. I'll
yeah,
have to
yeah.
admit.
Don't worry. You're on the right podcast. We go off the rails all the time.
Yeah, man. But it's oh no, I mean it's but the I was forever white pilled after that because like I realized I'm like, okay, dude, like for the most part, everybody does like feel the same, whether they say it or not. Like they really do,
Yeah.
like deep down. And
Yeah. Sometimes
it,
they can't say it
yeah,
because of what their
correct.
position is publicly.
Yeah. But I got I mean I won't say who it is yet, but I got a big like gun company that I might start shooting a new gun that's not a Glock. I'm
What?
excited about that.
Not a
Yeah,
Glock?
I know.
As I touch my 1911 9mm.
Yeah, dude. But it's cool. It's a German striker fired gun. Yeah,
I'm excited for your Walther relationship. That'll be
thank you.
exciting.
Dude, it's all I can
Jesus.
think about. It's all I can think about is a fucking 5-inch match PDP. It's the only
Dude,
fucking
I
thing.
have
And
been
then yeah,
fucking one of those
it's the
for
only
so
fucking thing.
long now.
Bro, and I'm getting the plastic grip because so plastic man has like more flex in recoil. So if you're shooting
Yeah.
quick, it's nice.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to
Yep.
explain. My boss was asking me why I like polymer frame
Yes.
2011s over aluminum.
Yes.
And I was like, I can't, it's not that it's more abrasive with the 20 or with the
No, man.
aluminum grip, but
People are. Oh.
it soaks up recoil. Like the recoil is completely different with the
You,
polymer
you
grip.
know, now that you say that, that makes sense for last Sunday when I was trying to go fast with my brand new Springfield operator, and I couldn't really go at the cadence I wanted. I'm like, wait. So I pick up my Glock. I'm like, okay, like I can do it with this. Why not? Why not this?
Well, one, you got to relax everything around your trigger finger and even middle finger and make sure everything is relaxed there, and then you can go real quick. But then two, steel is really just for weight, and then aluminum is like this hybrid thing that kind of shouldn't
Yeah.
exist. That's like brittle and
I
it
didn't
doesn't
really
have
get
any
that.
advantage really. Yeah,
It's okay, baby. He's
Yeah.
not
Because the
talking.
Q4,
He's
what,
not
like the
talking
Q,
about you.
I know. I'm
God.
sorry.
He's not talking about you,
What
baby.
was what's the thing that came before the PDP? Was it the Q4 match or something? Something
PPQ.
like that?
PPQ.
And the Q5 match is a PPQ. It's the same thing.
Yeah, that one. That was like their version of that before they like completely reworked.
Yep.
I guess
And apparently
we're
the
back.
PDP's the shit. Like I watch Buck
Yeah.
Lawler shoot. He's my like go-to hero for
I wanted a PDP for a while.
So the two models to get is in my opinion, because I've been obsessed with this autistically for the last like 2 weeks, until I get this thing. But it's either the Pro E, which is like a 4.5 with a full size grip, and that thing's like $700, or you get the 5-inch match, and that it's one of those two. Like to me, those things are.
I think I like 5-inch
awesome.
guns.
I would
Me
do
too. I
the
like big guns.
I would do the 4.5.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
cowboy
for me,
length, man.
it's more like I'm retarded. I like 5-inch guns because I like 1911s, and I think aesthetically this looks better as a 5-inch gun.
Some people say the steel frame is like a little softer, but I'm like it's just the weight. The heavier the gun is, it's going to absorb some energy. But you know, if you're a quick guy, you're going to want plastic.
I was going to say I've seen people shoot them side by side, and they're like, I mean, they're a gun.
Is a T-shirt idea that you just made live. If you're a quick guy, you want plastic, and then have a plastic Glock.
I don't know. There's a bunch of open clash. Like Christian Seiler definitely shoots an aluminum gun sometimes. So,
oh
yeah, but still, what do you mean you don't know all about? Why do you have to poo-poo my ideas?
I'm not poo-pooing your ideas. I'm just saying maybe they weren't as well thought out.
That's the
So,
same
I
as
guess I'm
poo-pooing.
poo-pooing.
You are.
Oh, baby, I am poo-pooing it. Take that, nerd.
But I'm not a nerd.
Kevin, we're doing a podcast online where we talk about guns and video games. My brother in Christ.
We haven't talked about any video games.
It's pretty fucking
at all.
Fucking nerdy.
In the last
all right, yeah. So that's actually that's a very good point. So I was going to ask about. So you're from California originally. So what was your relationship with firearms? Like, have you just since you were a kid? I mean, obviously you taught your mom and you guns, but I mean, was it from video games or is it just a general curiosity?
General curiosity.
Okay.
I have
I mean, fuck you.
Yeah.
You lucked into the best opportunity for guns in California. Pterodactyl. Got to fucking play with all the cool shit there.
The craziest foiled college of all time. Yeah, it was hands down. It's like gun college, like Harvard. Wow, no, that's a gay reference, but like, you know what I mean? Like prestigious college, or maybe it's the correct one. I don't know, dude.
Right. But so what was your favorite gun? I mean, that you got to shoot there, and then I mean, obviously you have TTI guns that you're seen shooting quite frequently.
Okay, there's a 4.5-inch island barrel called the Viper. That one shoots like the Sand Viper. There's my favorite is one that was not released. And it's like it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of everything that he ever made, and it's like it's like a the best way I could describe it without giving away what it is like it's like a heavy sight block. With the barrel goes all the way to the end. It's like, and it shot like a Sand Viper with no comp. So like for limited optics, he would crush the market, and he didn't release it. He instead he released a few of my gun, my all blacked out John Wick 3 with a dot, and that's like his limited optics offering.
I've seen an island barrel John Wick 3 with dots.
Yeah. Those so a few of those were made. Island barrel John Wick 3s were originally made by STI, and those were cool. Which is crazy too, because when that came out, those were $4,000 when STI released John Wick 3s. So I'm like, I wish I bought one back then so bad. But
dude, they're dumb money, especially with the STI magwells.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tell me about it,
Which is crazy because I talk to people now and they don't seem to like remember STI of like what they were, which is there's a reason they're staccato now. They didn't fucking work.
The reason is Tony Pignato and Taryn got him the job. Tony Pignato now works at Oracle. When I was at SHOT Show, I kicked over his speaker on a live and it was really funny.
Is that the 320? Is that the 320 2011
2311? Yeah, it's ugly. And even though it's made in North Carolina, I'm like not a fan.
I thought it was Turkish. I didn't know that.
Or oh really? Or maybe it's assembled
swear,
here.
I thought that was fucking Turkish. No,
I
just
bet it
for
is,
the
dude.
aesthetics. It just kind of looks like it.
Yeah, no, I bet it is. And like Fusion is Turkish. It's like Turkish metal,
Yeah.
but then it's all made in
but it's
Florida.
like it's finished here, and I mean, I appreciate that. They're local to me. I got to show support. I like the Fusion boys.
They're pretty cool people.
We like Kenny over there. He's cool.
I shot one of the I shot FPS Kenny's Fusion when he drove through North Carolina, and it jammed a couple times, but I liked it. You know, it's like, and I didn't want to like it because like.
I know, like I went into it this kind of the same way, but the only thing I didn't like was the magwell. It just made my hand feel a little cramped. That's about it.
Your hand is cramped on like 80% of guns, though.
I have a big palm, and magwells fuck me up. I have never owned and will never own a Glock 19. I have an M&P compact, like the 2.0 compact. That is almost too small for me. I pinch myself reloading. It's very much a pain in my ass.
And here I have a RXM cobbled together.
You have lady hands. You literally have the same size hands as my wife.
What means my hands are better than yours?
If the glove fits, man.
It doesn't. His is too small.
Well,
that's a fucking problem.
We have to soak in their blood first, and then write a book
OJ. About it. Fucking chill out, OJ. You know, I just realized I was on the Walther website, and if you highlight the stuff on the Walther website, it all highlights in yellow. That's incredible. Okay. I don't know why. I just thought I'd share that with you guys.
Is that tricking all your tisms?
I think it's really fun. I think that's a nice contrast, that yellow to the blue.
I feel like we
Can I just have this? This seems... Listen, man. I don't need your shit, okay?
You know, like Willy Wonka, where he plays the whistle and they all come out and they start singing crazy shit. I need to have a Willy Wonka whistle when Bryce gives off on a tism rant. Tism rant.
That's pretty funny.
That's so fucked.
That way we know it's about to happen.
the tism rant hour. Oh man, that's funny. Well, we were
video games.
Kevin, Kevin, yes, continue. Sorry.
Do you play any video games or interesting?
Oh yeah, man. So I'm gonna do it again soon. I used to play Battlefield Hardline was my jam for a while.
Ooh.
And
yes,
I never. You want to hear some shit?
I never got into
that game.
When I
have it on Steam.
When I first played it, it would give me anxiety. Like everybody was really good and I sucked. And like it would give me legit almost anxiety where I was like, I can't fucking play this fucking game. Like I'd get killed constantly, like so fast. And then I kept at it. I just didn't give up. And then too, it took me forever to unlock all the shit. And like, you know, in the beginning you just get an M4. And eventually I worked my way up to be the top player on the server that I was on for like a year or two until it ended. And I have some of the craziest like clips that I haven't really showed people, but I did insane shit in Battlefield, and that's my jam. I love Battlefield. The new one looks so sick, and eventually when I get back on, I'm gonna crush people, but I'm hardcore good at it.
I've been dabbling back on Battlefield 6, and then I slipped right back into Hell Let Loose.
I just love the customization, man. Fuck, it's like it looks so fun and
see, it's
cool,
funny. It's funny. You like customization. I like games that just give you a gun and you can't do anything with it.
Kevin doesn't like to do that.
Well,
there's this game called Ground Branch. We would do that for that game, but it seems like anything outside of that, he doesn't. He just wants to be handed something and then sent out the door.
Well, I mean,
standard issue, man.
Dude,
I respect that. I do.
You should try. You should try Hell Let Loose. You might really like it because it's it's basically like you're playing chess, but you have guns.
Oh, I'm down with that.
Like
there was a few kind of GWAT style games like when we were growing up that came out like that, like tactical shooters. You know? Yeah, that shit's pretty fun sometimes. You know? Yeah, I'm down. I'll try it.
I remember what America's Army, Rise of a Soldier. I remember
I played that because you told me about it in high school. I actually found a copy
You
at
played it?
at a 7-Eleven gas station. And I bought it just because you told me about that in high school.
Did you like it?
It felt like a recruitment thing,
Well,
like
it
with
was.
slightly better. I
It
mean,
was. But
no, I
put-
know, but it felt like that. I feel like had I not known that going into it, maybe I'd have felt different. But
well,
I literally bought that after you told me that, and I was like, "Oh no, it'll be great." It wasn't great.
I named myself Snowman because I pre-selected names of nicknames, but I was from Florida, and the game's like, that's really fucking weird. You're Snowman from Florida. I'm like, what are you gonna do?
I liked also like Splinter Cell. You guys ever play that?
Yes,
That was my shit. Splinter Cell
yes.
was my favorite game.
God, walking around
Maybe want to
knocking
be a
people.
spy.
making a
Right.
Yeah.
Like you did. Like, did you
Yeah.
do the combat rolls too?
Oh yeah, dude. I remember like
Oh.
when Chaos Theory came out and you could put a 870 on the bottom of your gun. I would like wait at the top
Yes.
of the stairs and just like blast the guy off the stairs.
Yes, dude. I remember Chaos Theory. Like the first time I played it, like I think I fucked up. I shot somebody. I was like, oh no. And he's just like, whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, back up. What do you mean, whatever? What?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
all right,
man.
game on.
Dude, especially when like Michael Ironside voiced him, like it shit was just so cool.
Chef's
You
kiss.
know, yeah, man. Like they don't make them like I was like, I'm like, what's the fastest track to the CIA? Like, you know, like that shit. I was like, this looks fun.
Did you ever do the Easter egg in the first one?
No. What
So
is it?
in the training room, you're able to get up to where Grim is and unlock the door, and she's like, "Hi, Sam," and you can like knock her out. It's like,
No
Sam,
shit.
God damn it, why would you? Like,
Oh,
you're
I'm gonna
fired.
look that up.
So
Oh,
you're
that's funny as
fired.
hell, dude. That's sick.
Yeah,
I remember
there's-
walking on those eggshells. I'll never forget that.
Oh, dude, fuck that,
Literally.
fuck that part.
Yeah.
Dude, my grandma's louder than you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think I set one up outside. Just to kind of get a feel for how to do it.
I love that. I love that. I do agree. I bet you a lot of the games that we had growing up were like recruitment stuff. Because you ever notice like after 2001, all the best movies come out, all the best games come out. You know, like right peak wartime. You know what I mean? And,
Listen,
like,
I
look at-
remember
look
the
at-
Transformers movies.
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lulled right to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the Michael Bay ones.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm talking. Never mind. That
That was
was
a
a
good
joke, Kevin. You're the worst.
That was a good joke.
hate you.
It was like almost
There
like a
was-
double joke.
That was a double.
Why would
joke.
you do this?
I didn't.
Why
get
would
the
you make
second
him?
part.
Don't, Kevin. You are the worst. You are a joke terrorist. I hope you're happy. You're an absolute terror,
I'm a terrorist.
dude. This 5-inch steel frame looks so good, though.
And then
Oh no, it's like even though I know it's like if I had the money, I
Just
would
the
still get it.
angle for the
I know.
dust cover and the magwell. It looks so good.
Damn it, you're gonna
Bryce,
get me to look it
are
up
you,
again
are
too.
you eye fucking again, Bryce? I see your eyes moving back and forth so quickly.
I've not thought about buying another striker fire gun because I
Your
was like, I
pupils
think I'm
are
just gonna buy a
slightly
2011.
dilated. You have
Yeah, that
slight
steel frame. It's like
diaphoresis.
it's back ordered. It's hard to get. But like again, I'm
So
just gonna go
pretty.
polymer for. Because also too the deal with the polymer, dude. I like the sound of the mags going into a plastic grip. Like
That's very
sometimes like when you have like the metal mags going into the metal grip, it's like it's got a funny sound and it's cool for a
Yeah.
minute, but then it like ticks me off after a while. So it's like I like the don't know.
Ooh, I do like this Pro E 4.5.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's if you don't get the full 5-inch match, that Pro E is the fucking one, man.
Well,
That
I mean,
thing
I
is
like
so-
Bryce can't test. I kind of like shorter barreled guns. I mean, I had a
Yeah, he
chance to
doesn't
get.
like longer.
I had a
like-
chance to
I like
get an
5-inch
actual
guns.
5-inch. My first 1911 5-inch. What'd I do? I went with 4.25 because I really want to hate myself.
Dude, I can find one of these for 1,700.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh wow, steel?
Yeah,
Hey, that's cool. I thought they were more.
I thought they went for like 20, but it's like on classic firearms they're going for 17.
Nice.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
I like also I would get the Pro E as well just because the slide cuts look sick. Like there's no barrel showing, and it
What's
looks
it
like
called?
Nice. Pro E.
Click, 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 click,
E.
click, click, click.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I don't like compact guns though.
No, I think that's got a full size grip, but I don't know.
Yes,
Now in the picture, it looks like smaller grip.
Yeah, the longest barrel they have is 4.5, but they do have a Pro E with a full size grip.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Then it's like Glock 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just get the Pro with a 5-inch.
Yeah.
Why do you want the 5-inch? Why don't you just get? Oh.
I mean, because I like how 5-inch 9mm feel, and you can play with the recoil springs on these. So I
But
think
yeah,
the meta is supposed to be like 13-pound.
I forget you like
Z
to
or
tinker with
EZ,
things to
whatever.
oblivion.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking carry this for this self-defense or anything. It'd be a toy.
Yeah, you're still gonna tinker with it.
Apparently,
That's
what makes
why
them
it's a
snappy
toy.
is they're springed too hard from the factory, and the factory knows that. But that's what makes them snappy. So once you change your recoil system to like the ZR tactical
ZR,
solution,
that's what it was. Thank you.
yeah, that's the one.
It was like Z something. there's a thing in there. I know
Yes.
there's letters and such.
No, I already know what
I'm
my
good at
next
this.
my next handgun purchase is gonna be.
What is your next handgun purchase?
The universal service pistol.
Ooh, in
That's
what kind?
disgusting. Ugh.
I bounce. What do you mean? Don't you me, you bastard. I'll
Put
do one.
a
I'll do
garbage gun.
one of. It's not a garbage gun. You're just a terrible
Okay.
opinion person. I want to get like a
I think I generally have better opinions than you do.
I want to get a P8A1.
Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty cool just to have.
I got the was it a USP 45 tactical, and I think that
Ooh.
it's like the same. It's got the decock and the one-sided safety, so I think that's the same gun as the P8A1.
Yeah, or I'll just go buy my original LEM.
Well, I think the
rod.
only thing that really stands out, I think the only thing for the P8 is that the safety's down.
Okay, it's
So
like lower. Or something?
yeah, they flipped it. So
Yeah,
instead of it being up, it's
Oh.
down.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
and the
Okay.
It's
Yeah, when
for
the-
the German. It's the German service.
Well, you know, when I
weapon.
touched one at my local gun shop, that first thing the guy said, he's like, "You know that safety's a little bit." Yeah, I know. Click, 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 click. He's like, "Okay."
Dude, I don't know if you've met like real like country people, but like out here in North
Yes.
Carolina, I'd show like Terran tactical shit to like a real country guy, and like I'd be like, "Yeah, dry fire," and he'd be like, "I would never in my lifetime drop the hammer on a 1911." Like it was like, dude, it was like I did it in front of him. I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I'm like, "I do this all day," and I would rack it and dry fire. And he looked at me like I like ran over a dog. Like he's like, "What are you? You're crazy,
Son, I want you to come to my church on Sunday and talk to the good Lord and just have some liquid corn while you talk to him, and maybe we can get your head straight.
Those same guys don't want to dry fire revolvers because of the cylinder or the cylinder stop drag.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
that's
you
exactly
can't.
right.
When I worked at an auction house, we'd get letters with like guys giving us old pythons or like king cobras. By the way, no one gives a shit about your old king cobra. They were dog shit guns then. They're still dog shit guns.
And we just
I don't
lost
like those
that
fucking guns.
demographic of people.
I'm sorry. I hate people that I don't like old Colt Python
Brace,
and
Brace,
Colt
I
revolver
have to play
owners.
the tune.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got annoyed. I got a little annoyed.
I'm sorry for the listener. I forgot to play the tune. I don't have the tune yet.
I hate old Colt revolvers with a passion.
I like Smith & Wesson, man. I just like the way that
I do
the
too.
slide, the action release, like how you push forward. I don't like Colt. I don't like the way the trigger shoes feel either on Colts.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I think
they're, like,
maybe
skinny.
both of the modern production houses in terms of revolvers aren't doing so hot in terms of QC, but they're at least kind of interesting looking, at the very least.
Talking about
but
Colts.
nothing. I'm talking about either one of them, Smith & Wesson or Colt. But I mean, what I will say is peak Smith & Wesson is like the early to mid 2000s with like a bunch of their crazy performance center stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was.
What do you think about them possibly resurrecting like 5906s?
I don't think they'll ever do that.
I do.
You think they'll actually tool up to make more metal frame
Yeah.
third gens?
Yes, because they did a few polls, and they've been acquiring data on interest. So yes, I think they will at least resurrect one of those guns that we liked. And
I don't think anybody's actually going to
yes,
buy them.
of course
I
not,
have
and that's why they're probably going to
serious
make a
doubts.
limited run. I bet you it'll be a
Yeah.
limited run. But you're right. Like, because to make a factory run of anything, that's a giant fucking ordeal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have faith, especially too. Their marketing is because they've had a lot of help from Hunter Constantine, and like he's helped their marketing
Yeah,
give it
I
more
was going to
fun.
say, he definitely
Yeah.
seems pretty with it.
Oh gosh, he's one of the very few that are great in my opinion, as far as like gun tubers. Like he's a real one.
Yeah.
As we'd
He
say.
seems consistent, if not for anything else. Very, very, very upfront.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think I just looked up the 5906s and I forgot about the PPC guns. Dude,
Mhm.
some of these fucking Performance Center third gens are just absolute art.
That's what I'm saying, man. Imagine like that with like modernized with like cuts and a rail. Like obviously people are gonna jump on that.
I don't know, man. Some of these I feel like you could just leave alone and just throw an optic on there and be good.
Yeah. Well, of course you
Like,
can.
these
And
are
keep that
fucking
nice look. Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah.
I
And
agree.
I've played with a couple of the Performance Center third gens, but like with the ones with the Briley comp or like the spherical bushing on the end of the muzzle, which
Yeah.
those things are just art. I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about now. Thinking about third gens.
Damn
They're
it,
so
I
pretty.
forgot. I keep forgetting to do the whistle.
The whistle.
Tangent whistle.
This it's only as good as the whistler, right? So
Yes.
Well,
you're failing. This is actually your fault, Kevin.
You jump in
You're
and out
sleeping
of
on the job.
You jump in and out of them so quickly; it's almost impossible for me to.
Well, like, what we're talking about
time
is so
them.
entertaining. It's not. It's easy to get caught up in it.
Kevin, so my
wife,
wife and Kevin, I very frequently refer to as retard wranglers.
Yeah.
So they just have to wrangle my nonsense.
I
just as
have
quickly
not
as
been
possible.
certified by
my God.
the American Association for the Ring.
Well, I think they have like a custody swap when like we travel or something. Like Hannah will like
we travel
do a cut. Yeah, like when we travel, you and me. Not my wife and I, you idiot.
I thought you meant like all three of us. So I was like,
you absolute goose. No, that's what I was making the joke about the custody.
Was that the little piece of paper Hannah gave me last time when we were at the SHOT Show with all your?
See, that would have been a lot more funny had you not just completely kneecapped my joke, you monster.
Like a baseball bat. Oh yeah,
you are an absolute
I'm
goose
here for
of a
you.
monster. I just found Staccato John Wick 3s. Are they still doing?
They did a
Masters?
limited run. Like when I first came back the second
Interesting.
time, I believe they did a very limited run of Island Barrel and normal John Wick 3s.
That's what it was. That's the one I saw. Okay.
They were sold in a big wooden box that cost $1,000. Yeah, and they were sold for $20,000 for a 2-gun set from Staccato. So it was just like the ultimate milking in gun history was that.
Good Lord.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
$20,000.
20,000. Yes. And they tried to, and they had zero like marketing. They didn't let me do whatever the hell I wanted to create content for it. Left to their own devices, it was zero marketing, and they're just trying to like be like, just buy it. And then I think they got rid of everything, but it just took a lot longer. They only made, I think, I don't even know. Not many.
Just buy it.
But they were pairs, and then eventually some of those got broken down and sold individually because they couldn't sell the $20,000 box car.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. Imagine that. Yeah.
What?
Same thing. They did a trunk.
Can't imagine why.
Dude, they did a John Wick trunk, and the John Wick trunk is like $100,000, where it's like it comes with a Genesis, it comes with a Pit Viper, a Glock 34.
I always thought that was for like a giveaway bait. Like companies would do that kind of shit for like giveaways.
they tried to make boxes. He let me design the Punisher box, which is like very silly
Ooh.
because what happened
That
is
was criminal. I hated that. I hope I felt offended, sir.
I need to tell you how it was created, man. And I'll tell you what was me and what was him, so I can redeem myself from
All right,
that.
let's hear
I'm
it.
so sorry.
We
So
Show
shall
me
they
your
had
allow it.
defense, sir. I
they
grew
made
up with those comics, sir.
they
God
made a
damn
bunch
it.
of like like mismatched John Wick 3s where it's like we had black frames, we had silver slides, we had like so we made these like odd like two-tone guns. And then Taryn wanted to like recopy the Packmeyer special, which would have been cool if he actually copied the Packmeyer special, like the color scheme. But
Yeah.
he could never like he just I don't know, he didn't go for that. So instead he like made it like a Neapolitan where it still has like bronze barrel plus like silver slide or black slide. And it was all mixed. And so we put one of each where it's like, one's got like a black frame and a silver slide, and one's got a silver frame and a black slide. And then he's like, I want to make this a combo box set, and this is the Punisher set and the reason he came up with that is because he had the original Punisher Thomas Jane, the actor, come to the range, and he just posed with two of the guns together, just because they're two 1911s. That's it. And then he's like, just because of that, he's like, okay, now that's the Punisher set, and then all I did is I gave him the idea. I was like, you should make the box look like the movie, like how it's like dark wood and red velvet. And then I laid them in there just the way that the guns are laid in the movie. So I copied the movie like exact, and then he added like Punisher skulls in all the corners, and obviously he likes logos. So that I didn't think that looked all too great, but that was like his touch, is putting Punisher skulls all over it. But yeah, that's how the sausage is made.
I mean, I will say
Interesting.
the box was pretty cool. I
Oh,
did
thank you.
like the box.
Cool.
It was pretty nice. Yeah, the guns kind of bum me out because for whatever reason in the airsoft world, which is I'm from Maryland, so all I had was airsoft for like a long time. So I only could get like approximations of guns that I wanted until I moved to fucking Florida. So
Yeah.
but there was always like this weird problem with the like everybody wanted a Punisher 1911, but
Yeah, I know.
nobody would make like the correct comp. So it was always a
Exactly.
bushing comp on these like airsoft 20 and 1911s, and it fucking killed the gas efficiency for gas blowback guns. So I
Yeah.
always got like really butthurt when it'd be like, oh, it's a Punisher, like SOCOM gear. It
I
came out
know.
with a Punisher, and it was a bushing comp, and I'm like, oh, this is gay.
I couldn't
This is
agree more,
terrible.
man. It's like just do it right and like make it for the purpose off the bat. Like if you're gonna make a
Yeah.
Punisher gun, make a real Punisher gun that looks like the movie.
Yeah.
That's legit. What it was is like an afterthought. Like it's something that existed, and then you just put like a label on it, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
It's
Yeah, that's
not.
fair.
It's
if you're gonna
yeah.
do it like the movie.
You just need to go all the way or don't, man.
Yeah, stab your Russian
Yeah.
friend in the chest for real.
That's actually funny.
Method acting.
I like that. Yeah,
IRL.
you're really
Yeah.
really into it, you know.
I think I forget what movie I watched, but I remember I dropped Kit the door in the trailer. To my surprise, it came
It
out
wasn't a
with
movie.
his-
It was yesterday. He was just off his mind on drowsy medication.
off my mind on drowsy medication. No, we kicked out the door, and I think we did a front flip and kicked out the window too in the trailer. We blamed it on a
Why?
bird.
I'm confused.
You drop kick the door?
Why would you drop kick a door?
I was watching the movie.
That's sick. And how did you land
Pretty
okay?
impressive.
Yeah, I'm laying down on the floor. This was like when I was a kid. Funny enough, now I'm thinking about, I did drop kick one of my brother's friends, like full speed. I was like 10 or 8, and he let me do it. So I'm like, okay, here we go.
You do this?
And I ran, and I got like literally fucking vert to the ground, like boop, like a fucking arrow. And he fell down. He's like, "Oh fuck, that hurt." And I fell on the ground. Like, "Oh, you fall on the ground? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy."
That's fucking awesome. It's incredible how malleable and unbreakable we are as children, and then the second you turn like
30.
18 years old and you just like start cracking.
I don't know when I turned
Yeah,
30
all your
for
body.
sure.
Yeah, when I turned
you
30,
just
I got
sound like
a
a
letter in
glow
the
stick.
mail. And I opened it, and the letter said, "Get fucked," and then my bones hurt.
I was gonna make a video where it's like, if you're 30, like
knees have
you're
left chat.
fucked. Like, just give up. You know?
Just don't try anymore. It's not worth
Stop
it.
trying. Yeah. Yeah.
Just stop
like a
Get
Michael
some help.
Jordan, like a Michael
yeah,
Jordan
stop
parody.
it.
Yes,
Like,
exactly
hey,
that.
just quit trying
Just
to get
stop.
up. Just stop. Your
Get
knees
some
won't
help.
let you.
I'll probably still
Dude,
make
when
that video.
So I was working construction at the time when my wife met me when we started dating, and we were watching a Disney movie or something, and I got up off the couch, and she looked at me and she was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" She was like, "Your whole body pops." I'm like, "Oh yeah, it just does that," and I didn't realize up until that point other people could hear it. I just thought it was like a noise that happened in my own little world.
That's fucking funny.
She was like, dude, you sound like a fucking glow stick. I'm like, that's awesome to hear.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
Excellent reference.
That's how I sound now.
Yeah.
I lumber up at work now. I have to lumber up to do stuff. To do maneuvers, and people think I'm crazy, like the nurses and stuff. I'm like, no. You lumber up just like me. Do your routine, and then when we do our safe lifting, we won't hurt as much.
You won't blow your assholes out.
Too late.
Do you guys remember the movie, or do you believe that Sinbad made the movie Shazam?
Oh, you Mandela effect and son of a bitch.
Yes, because all right, recently on Instagram, I've seen footage of that movie, and I'm like,
you are such a little. Oh, I see.
What's going on now?
I see you.
You know what I mean?
He did it.
What did I fucking miss?
He did, right? Yeah,
he did not. He did
No?
not make that. It was Michael
didn't.
Jordan.
So wait, what?
Are you talking about the one where it's the genie?
Yeah, where Sinbad plays a genie.
He doesn't.
What's
No,
happening?
that's Michael Jordan. I thought.
No. Because all right, well, I can send you the scene. I saved it. Okay, so like it doesn't get lost in time.
The audience is curious. I don't know what's going on.
The kid wishes for all the candy and shit. I remember it.
What the fuck are you people talking about?
Bryce, do you know who Sinbad is? He's
he's a comedian, right?
Yes. Yeah,
He
was in an episode of Always Sunny once where like Dennis is in, or somebody's in a mental asylum and like they see Sinbad.
Well, I remember Sinbad's ghost in American Dad. That's about it.
Well, so yeah,
that's
dude,
my
so he
only
made this
exposure.
He made a movie called Shazam, and then like it like either didn't do good or something like that, and then Shaq remade it, and so nobody remembers Sinbad for making it, and it's turned into a joke where Sinbad says today that he did it for crack money, and yeah, and like yeah, but I don't know if they filmed that clip like to fake it, but I'm like, that it looks real to me. Like I don't think it's AI. Like I think that movie is real.
I think I'm looking at still images of it. I do vaguely remember this movie now.
No, but no, the worst part is when you Google it, it says it's not real. And I'm like, bullshit, because I'm like, I know it's real.
Bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm like, there's no way. Like, and everyone's like, no, it's just Mandela effect and it's perceived existence, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. This is not true.
Kevin,
but I don't know.
Didn't watch the same movie.
Apparently, he would often play a genie as a character, so maybe that's why people.
That explains his American Dad references, by the way. Because he's sort of a ghost, but looks like a genie in the show. That's funny.
Well, but in this clip, he says, "I am Shazam," and he's like talking about a genie, and Shaq's movie is called Kazam.
Okay, when we say Shazam, do you mean the DC character?
No, it's just a genie in a bottle. And
it means the movie.
Oh,
where somebody finds a genie in a bottle.
I'm sorry, I'm cultured and read comics. Leave me alone.
Oh no! Which
Nerds.
Honestly, it wasn't a bad movie. That last Shazam movie wasn't bad.
I didn't actually watch that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I've heard it was not
Surprising.
good, so I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
also
dude,
I haven't had great luck with like superhero movies recently. I just kind of I
Yeah.
expect them all to be bad. Like, these are just
Really?
gonna disappoint
yeah.
me. Oh my god, yeah. The only reason I go or I've seen Marvel movies recently was because we have friends that go and they invite me. But like, I don't know why they take me to fucking Marvel movies that I don't give a shit about. Like, I like DC, but I only like their animated movies. Like, I don't really like their live action stuff. I did like Superman though. Superman was good, and
Yeah,
the
I heard
Batman.
that last one was.
I like that one. That was
Oh,
good.
dude, the Robert Pattinson Batman was
That fucked
sick.
hard. I like that.
Dude, Robert Pattinson almost ran me over at TTI in his red Ford pickup. It was
Nice.
sick.
funny.
I was like, fuck, I'm like, Batman almost ran me over.
Hell yeah, dude! I
Yeah.
really like. I was surprised how much I like that. I mean, it felt
Oh, yeah. That's a good
so
one.
raw, and I'm a big fucking fan.
They're making another one right now.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Did the one about Penguin come out with Colin Farrell? Is that on
He had a whole show.
HBO?
Yeah.
So that did come
Very
out
good.
though. I gotta
Yeah.
watch that because we
That's pretty
finally
damn
got
good.
HBO. We got HBO, and I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this.
Mm.
Very
But then
sick.
I ended up watching all the other DC animated movies, so
I mean,
now I have access to like Batman Samurai, and I'm like, oh,
there can only be one Penguin, and that's Danny DeVito, and you can't
Oh,
change
yeah,
my
dude.
you can't change my mind.
okay.
If it's not Danny DeVito, I'm not fucking watching it.
It's very different, and it's a slow burn, but there's decent good parts in it that
I
make it
grew
worth
up
finishing.
when Arnold
it's-
Schwarzenegger
well, so-
as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
The Batman is
You
like
can't-
him on year 2, so he isn't really even that good of a Batman yet. That's why it's fun. He's pretty. Actually, I take that back. He's pretty bad at it, which I think is hilarious.
Look, the only Batman that ever was worth his weight in salt was Adam West. Fight me.
That's great.
Oh man!
Actually,
That
I grew up on
original
Batman.
Joker is legit too. The original Joker guy in the TV
Caesar,
series.
whatever the hell, Caesar
yeah,
something.
Romano.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy
yeah.
was
I thought
fucking rad.
Jack
Listen,
Nicholson did a pretty good.
my Joker will always be Mark Hamill. So
Yeah. No, there's no
Always.
greater character and voice and spirit than him. Especially like in the video games growing up were really nice with him voicing him. Those were fun, you know.
yeah. Well, him and Kevin Conroy. Those are
Oh yeah.
those are my
Doesn't
boys.
get better. Doesn't get better.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Damn, I actually found a dual extractor Yama. That's kind of cool.
Wow.
Does anybody remember the Springfield Armory Omegas? I think we talked about that with
No.
Hilton. Oh, nope. Sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
No.
I got
I was
distracted again.
just letting people know that we're going on a tangent.
The crawl. That's how the people know they can just tune out. I like that. That's good.
Or
It's
tune
creative.
in. Or tune in.
Or tune in. Now, hey, get lean on in here, big guy. You know. Actually, my our pastor says that. He says lean in. He's very hip. He's very trendy. Lean on in here. I'm like, oh God, please stop. Please stop doing this. No, nobody actually
Right.
leans in. I don't know
Oh.
why people say that shit.
I'm happy you told me that live. So next time I
Hannah's gonna hear
I'm
this
gonna-
recording and
I'm
be
going
like,
to
"Did you
lean
really
in.
call our pastor out?"
I'm
on
going
your
to
show.
I'm going to lean in next time we go to church when I go down
No.
there.
Oh,
he
what,
says-
the one fucking time a year you go with us?
Yeah.
It is kind of funny. The last couple times we tried to take you, like some nonsense has befallen us, or we've gotten, or granted, the last time was because I made us miss our fucking flight. So technically that was on me.
So
My
I'm
bad.
gonna give a what do you call it? A reveal. I woke up that morning, and for context, we're talking about the flight home from Vegas, and
From
we were
SHOT Show, yeah.
from SHOT
Yeah.
Show. We're out until like 12 at a birthday party the night before, and we got back to the hotel, slept for about 2-3 hours. I was up at about 4, and I was ready to roll. And then as soon as like 5 rolled around, Bryce is still
What?
sleeping. I was like, okay, like we missed this flight. Oh well. But I didn't want to.
You were awake the whole time.
I didn't want to panic Bryce, so I let him just kind of go through the motions.
Wait,
And
what?
he's like, oh, we can
Dude,
make it.
you
Oh, we can make
could've-
it. Oh, we can make it. Oh, we can make it. And I'm like, I knew from the get go we weren't going to make it, but I just.
Why did you? That's got to be worse, right?
No, you were out like a brick.
He likes the suspense.
It's fucking dickhead. Yeah, I was up the whole time. You just didn't wake up. It's like, oh,
No,
well, fucking cool.
I woke up, I think, at 4, and I got dressed and ready. To...
Dude, what?
It's pretty funny.
Watched the time roll by. You're like, we're gonna be. Oh yeah, I guess we're late.
Well, I thought you were gonna wake up
Damn.
natural, and then
Oh,
your alarm
well.
went off. You threw it on the floor. And I'm like, jeez.
Did I really?
You're very,
Very-
hard to wake. You're
very
very hard
dramatic.
to wake up.
Which is weird because so normally during the week I get my son ready. My wife and I get up at the same time, or she gets up and then I get up to help, like with
Well, I feel
the rowdy feral 2-year-old.
like
Oh, boy.
But
when you're given the chance to just kind of be mentally off, you're just, and that's fair because I'm kind of like that too. So
yeah, well, but I don't have a problem waking up during the week here. It's on the weekends my wife says I'm impossible, or when we travel, which is interesting.
Yeah, because your body knows you get 1 second of rest, and it's gonna take
it's
all
yeah,
of
it's
that.
like-
all the worries are 2,000 miles
is-
away.
It is really funny. I do sleep. That is really funny. Like not during the week. I'm just the sleep of the dead. Because before my son, my wife would swear she could set off like a grenade next to my head and I wouldn't wake up. But now, ever since we had him, ever since he was born, like the smallest noise, I'm like, I'm up.
That's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
you think like legit like dad instincts kick in, and all of a sudden you're like this hyper
I don't
protector
know.
thing.
I
or
mean,
like, what do you think?
I know when we were, because there's a lot of sleep deprivation. Like I would see people and just start crying out of nowhere. Like my brain is fucking cooked. I'm telling you, cooked. And I will. I'm sorry. I was gonna say that. Like so, just for reference, like your brain, you're fighting sanity and your existence at like everything is against you. But what I will tell you is when that little small thing makes the weirdest fucking coughing noise at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you literally just closed your eyes 10 seconds ago, you are up like a fucking flash. Like my
Hey.
wife and I would shoot straight up. Like it's like you're like, this thing cannot die, so I have to be like. It's like ingrained. You have to be awake. It's fucking crazy.
I was
that would
wondering
be-
how long that period is of like where you have to like actively make sure they keep breathing. That was like the scary thing of like infants. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, okay, it's still
yeah.
breathing, it's
Yeah,
still
it's
breathing, it's
fucking-
still
yeah.
breathing. Yeah.
I used to still. I used to check my son. I mean, sometimes he'll sleep a little too hard, and I'll still like hit him with like the palm test. It's like you're
Yeah.
still alive, right? But like.
You do that thing with like that cops do. They rub their knuckles on your sternum.
Oh, sternum room.
Damn, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you know,
But
I
yeah,
do
I
that.
mean-
I do that with people at work sometimes.
Yeah.
Just like
If
I'm
still
questioning, I'm like, "Are you still?" And I'm like,
If
"Oh."
somebody's like faking sleep, like homeless dudes will like fake being like passed out, and that's what a cop
Yeah.
does to test them.
Dude,
They,
it
like-
hurts.
Like, yeah.
It hurt. I can tell you right now, it absolutely
Damn.
fucking hurts. 100%.
Jesus.
It's
So,
funny.
If you don't grunt to that, you're either dead or really just out of it.
Yeah.
Good Lord. No, I think I just because he still wakes me up now. Like I can hear him kind of like fuss in the middle of the night, and he's like down the hall in another room, so it's just kind of in there now.
Yeah, those instincts never leave you. Just be grateful that you got them way later in life.
Okay.
'Cause I used to
I-
watch
I
my
am.
nephew all the time when I was in high school. So
Man, I'm still 35 and I still have no kids yet. My
Hey,
dad
man,
had me when
listen,
he was
I am-
40.
Yeah,
how old
man.
am
There's no time limit on males. Males can do it all the way up to 100, baby.
That's
is
great.
true.
Yeah, dude, like Al Pacino.
Dude,
like
we're
in the
shooting
80s.
live rounds the entire time.
That's insane to me, man.
God was just like, you know what, boys? Till the time runs out.
He's like,
let them rip.
You
Let
can-
them fucking rip.
you can write your name in the snow. You can pee
Dude,
where you
for real.
want to.
Yeah, my favorite thing in the world is seeing those videos. It's like the girls like making like jiggling their iced coffee or whatever the fuck, and it's like, what do boys do for fun? And it's just like, I have a penis and an imagination. I have literally an endless list of things to do today if you do not give me something to do. I am easily entertained, madam.
Yeah, man. Dude, we're born to create, man. So
I mean,
here's
Yeah,
where-
my wife will look at me and just like, what do you got going on in there? Like, I guess I just zone out, and she's like, what are you doing?
Did you ever
Like, well-
put the pot on your head and then hit it with a spoon or a hammer?
No, what kind of pod?
Oh, that's insane.
Just like a
Why
a
would
cooking,
you do
like
that?
a cooking pot. You just hit.
Why
you
would
hit
you
the-
do that?
You hit the top
That
of
just
it with
sounds
like
like a fucking migraine.
Yeah, I know what you're
spoon.
talking
Why
about
would you
now.
do
That's
that?
funny.
You're
That's like
what
that's
the
like
fuck?
foghorn leghorn shit. Like, you know what you
Yeah.
do, like a sleeping
Yeah.
dog. Like,
Yes, yeah. This is the kind of stuff I
You
grew
know,
up
it's funny.
watching.
I always grew up thinking I started getting older and realizing all these cartoons had these disclaimers. It's like, don't replicate what you see on TV, or like when Jackass does it, you're like, who the fuck is that for? Him, Kevin. It's for Kevin, because Kevin's the guy that actually tries it all.
I don't think we shot bottle rockets out of our ass. I can't remember, but we did do some crazy stuff.
Case in point.
Rocket. I'll tell you right now, rocket skates makes me laugh even to this day.
the new one's about to come out. The trailer came out today.
I'm
They're
not
already
ready to
50
be
years old.
disappointed.
Well,
I'm not ready to be disappointed anymore.
Without Ryan Daniel, may he rest in peace.
Dude, honestly, the third one
Yeah.
for me was like, I actually, it was super awkward. We saw my sister talked my dad into taking us, all three of us,
Yeah,
because she's my half sister. So my dad and we same dad, and we didn't do that very often. And I guess he just never investigated what these movies were.
oh no,
Because the
God.
third
Oh
one,
goodness.
the third one was his first
Yeah.
exposure of taking his teenage son and
No
early 20s
way.
daughter,
Nice.
and he's sandwiched between us watching this fucking movie, and I'm like, what kind of Elseworld have I blipped into? Like, what am I watching, right? Because I didn't actually know what it was, because I watched
Yeah.
the History Channel and Cartoon Network
Oh,
and
I
like
had-
Toonami. Like, that's
No,
all
no,
I
no.
watched.
I had older brothers, so we used to watch Jackass. What was the other Bruno? No, not Bruno. No, the one before that.
Borat.
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 Yes,
See, I never
Dude,
found
I
Borat
died-
funny. I thought it was fucking stupid.
died crying on the trailer for watching that. I was like, oh
I
my
also don't like
God.
Step Bros, which apparently is supposed to be a very good movie. I've never
But
finished
there's
it.
so much room for activities.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not funny. That's, I guess, is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
but your sense of
illustrate
humor is
Certain kind of
very-
humor.
Yeah,
It's a certain. Is that just a fun way of saying it's for people with terrible senses
you
of
have a
humor?
naked,
no.
you have a naked gun kind of humor. So either it has to be completely over the top hilarity, or it's
Wait, no, I liked the new Naked Gun. That was funny.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's not over the top like hilarity and stuff, you're not. Oh,
Sorry, I'm itching my wife's arm. She broke her clavicle.
Oof,
and you weren't supposed
get
to
better soon.
mention
Husband of the year right there.
the one thing
She
you
just
asked
can't
to not
itch.
mention, and you
No, I
mentioned.
wasn't allowed to mention what caused it. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, but that's just a natural question people might have now.
Now they might. I'll cut
get-
all of that out, I guess.
get
Shut
this-
up, Kevin.
Get this into the video.
Oh my god.
I love this. You guys have one of the best dynamics ever. I'm
Love you,
really
babe.
enjoying it.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I'm glad we loved having you on. I mean, genuinely, thank you very
Thank you.
much for taking the time. This has been
Yeah.
a fucking blast.
We have to-
Like.
Now I want to
But,
come up to North Carolina just randomly and just because.
Well, if
My
you
wife and I. Go ahead.
if you make it to CanCo, I'll be there. Kevin won't be able to make it, but I'll be there.
Where and when is CanCo?
Not CanCo. CanCon. That one.
CanCon. I've heard of that.
CanCon, not
That one.
CanCo.
Yes,
CanCo's a
in
company.
South Carolina.
And they're
CanCo
really
is a
cool.
company. I'm sorry, and they are a very cool company. Their 6-7 can is just an
6-7.
unfortunate. Yeah, it's an unfortunate
6-7.
number they chose.
Maybe
There's
they
a
knew
lot
about...
of companies just trying to be cool, like lately.
No, they did it
it's
before.
Well, no,
They
theirs
did
is
it
because
before. Yeah.
it was 6-7 Power Stroke, like the Fords.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was cool, but then unfortunately that number was then hijacked.
Yeah.
I hate everything. I
which
hate
is
everybody.
usual for the Zoomers. Yeah,
I mean, for real, I cannot fucking stand. The only one that's somewhat like, the only like one of the few guys that I actually do like is FPS Kenny with his fucking crazy references and his goofy humor.
Well,
but like in terms of modern influency types.
Let me give you one more story here before we end. So I had a patient that was like, relatively young, like 18, 20 years old. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm just going to do a move. And by that, you'll know how old I am. And they go, okay. And you know what I did? Straight, perfect dab.
Yeah.
And walked out. And they're like, oh my God, he just dabbed. Wow. What a dinosaur.
But dabbing was like it was like 2015, right?
That's like
even before then.
That's like ancient, Bryce, to these children.
It was like probably even like 2010, almost probably even 5 years before that.
That is like, you're basically hieroglyphics.
Or like, no, dabbing is 2012.
I just remembered Hillary doing it.
Yeah.
And that being upsetting then.
I remember the what are those?
Which tells me it was dry even when she did it. So it was probably like a couple of years before. That's even older.
Yeah.
That stayed around for a long time though, but wow, how did we get on another sidetrack? That's fucking crazy.
I forgot.
How does this happen? Whistle. But it was yours. It was your sidetrack.
I know. It's
what
my
the fuck?
Well, I'm the whistler, so I can sidetrack myself.
I'm the Simon Whistler. That's a YouTube guy. That was a weird reference. I don't know. It's fine. Haley, where can the people find you?
Just on Instagram. I might make some like full long crazy YouTube videos, but for the meantime, my art museum is on Instagram. Strategichaley. Yeah. Very fun. I'm having a good time on it.
Nice.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do next.
I didn't. I forgot to ask you. How'd you get the name?
My wife came up with that because it's just an inverse of Haley Strategic, and she randomly came up with it, and then I came up with her name on Instagram, which is Ashley Actual. Yeah, it's so silly. But it was kind of cute. Like we just came up with each other's like silly names, and then what's funny is like I think like a month ago, was it Travis Haley's, the actual Travis Haley's been watching my stuff for a while, and then Haley Strategic people reached out to me and was like, when you're coming through Scottsdale, like come see us. So eventually you'll get a legit collab. It would be insane to see that on the Instagram timeline where it says like Haley Strategic and Strategic Haley. It would be so silly.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
The palindrome of collaborations.
Dude, I'm gonna take that picture. My number one goal is to copy that picture from The Office where like Steve Carell's like shaking that guy's hand.
Yes.
Where he's like all bug-eyed.
That'd be
like
awesome.
A mullet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Well, again, sir, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time. We're gonna definitely have to do this again.
Yeah, anytime, man. You guys are I really enjoyed being on. You guys are very fun to talk to.
Thank you. We enjoyed you being on.
We'd also like to thank the listeners because without you guys, we would not be able to do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to cool people. We wouldn't be able to go to events and meet other cool people and then talk to them for your benefit because you like hearing me be a goofball.
Paid for
we
my
very much
viewers
appreciate
like
it.
you. Thank you. Oh wait, that's PBS.
What the fuck? Best way to support the show is like, comment, share, do all of the call to action-y things. Leave reviews on Apple,
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, wherever
You can
it
listen-
is
you
that
can
you're
listen
listening.
to us. Yeah, in your car. At
I just
work,
realized I'm repeating the outro, so I'm just
In the
gonna roll the
office,
outro.
in
I'm
the
gonna roll the
bathroom,
outro now. Oh my
writing a
god!
script,
All right,
doing a movie,
thanks for
training.
listening, guys.
driving
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
Aren't they
heard
listening
this on
to
Spotify.
this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts, so all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who are we and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.